This episode of the Jersey Beer Guys podcast is sponsored by White Eagle Liquor Store in Riverside, by Beer Belly Brew Tours in Oak Lynn, and by Dr. Brew Littles in Maple Shade.
The Jersey Beer Guys
and One Girl
podcast is hosted by Rob Dowie.
I think I got it, but just in case, tell me the whole thing again. I wasn't listening.
Amy Diamond.
You are a very well-respected journalist in the craft beer industry. You know that, don't you?
With Ian Dowie.
I only came here to do two things, man. Kick some ass and drink some beer. Looks like we're almost out of beer.
And Eric Bracken.
Damn, I'm thirsty. I want a beer. What about you? You want a beer?
Featuring Tony Iocono of the Two Brothers podcast.
Tell what's in beer, eh? Like my brother can tell the difference between beers by what his burps taste like.
And Kevin Riley O'Reilly of Philly Beer Trail.
Now you listen here. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Now go away.
Produced by me, Richard Rabin.
I think this is one of the traits of a really good producer. Keep the talent happy.
It's the show about New Jersey craft beer you didn't know you wanted to listen to. Okay, let's get the ball rolling.
What you are about to hear is bizarre, unsettling, and riveting.
We've got entirely too many troublemakers here.
10 seconds to self-destruct.
If there's still a world left when this is all over, I'd like to buy you a beer.
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
Well, good evening, everybody. It's Rob Dowie, the Jersey Beer Guys. Oh, wait, no girl. That's right. There's no girl tonight, so I didn't even tell her I was on a phone call. So what you hear is me on a phone call, and I got somebody special on the line for us from another podcast that has been on here a couple times. I got Tony Iocono. He does Tony's Takes on the shows that you've been listening to lately. How you doing, Tony?
Not bad. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. So Tony and I, I've been having Tony on with doing Tony's Takes. So the other day I hadn't heard from Tony in a while. He went a little MIA on me, but I think I went MIA on him too. So I said, listen, let's call Adam Mazzola from Summer Swelter. I said, they're doing Summer Swelter this year. I said, I wonder if he'd come online. And for some reason, Adam said, yeah, I'll do a telephone call with you guys. So Adam, what were you thinking?
I don't know. You got me when I was on vacation, so I was in a good mindset. So
okay.
You got me at the right time.
That's good. So we wanted to talk to you about what's going on with Summer Swelter with all this stuff being over with. What do you have lined up?
Yeah, so we're super excited to be back. I'm going to say it's a little stressful planning a beer fest in 2 months when we're used to having more like 8. But it's we're looking to come back and come back strong. We want to. Most of the breweries are able to come back and send their representatives and pour the beer. We're going to be back at Total Turf as we were last year, with Neck of the Woods being kind of our host brewery, and looking forward to that. We got live music coming back. We've got a lot of vendors coming and food trucks. I mean, it's a great thing to be able to pull this off after, a year and a half of kind of craziness and lockdowns and getting everybody back together and pulling the band back together, so to speak, has been really great.
That's good. Do you have any idea how many breweries have signed up, or are they still signing up?
I'm still tracking some of them down. We've had a couple who, I think from a staffing perspective are probably struggling a little bit and probably won't be able to come back. But with all the new breweries that have opened up, Sweetsboro, Core 3, I mean, a lot of the ones who weren't able to make it last time are coming out this time. So we're going to have probably around 50 again this year. So we're looking at keeping that number around 50.
That sounds good. It sounds like a good amount.
Yeah. A lot of people are super excited to come back and can't wait to see everybody at the festival and start pouring again.
Great. So last time I was there, I got to see Tony. Tony, you going to be there again this year? You going to come with us?
I want to be there again this year. Hopefully I won't be as blackout drunk as I was last time. Because I don't even remember being on your podcast back then.
Well, it was probably good. Probably good that you didn't know that you were on it.
It was an epic day. I remember if I was telling you this, but we had our fantasy football draft with that beer fest.
Right.
I don't remember the fantasy football draft either. So it was a great day.
Did you at least pick a good team?
No, I was bottom 4 the last 2 years. That's never happened.
Well, that's not.
That's. It was worth it though. It was that good of a time.
Well, that's good. That's good because it is a good time being inside. Now, last time we were there 2 years ago, Total Turf. There were some things that are inside, and some things are outside. I guess you're going to be doing that again.
Yeah, we're doing the exact same setup as before. I mean, we're going to shift around the entrance and exit a little bit, just based on some of the feedback. It was kind of hard to figure out.
Okay.
But the breweries are going to be inside, outside. The food trucks all outside. Much of the other stuff is going to stay the same. If you came 2 years ago, you're going to feel very much at home in 2021.
Okay, and if you didn't come 2 years ago, you better make sure you come this year.
Don't miss out, man. It's a great time, and I always say I set up a beer fest that would be my perfect beer fest to drink at, and I don't get to do it. So please show up and drink for me.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good. We'll do that. We'll show up and drink for you. I'll get the band together. Now we haven't been out since. We haven't been together. I haven't seen Tony in a little bit, but last time Jersey Beer guys were together was AC Beer Fest, and people were really ready for that beer fest.
Yeah,
they were just really ready for it.
Yeah, it's one of those things that people miss this kind of thing. It's a great event, and it's got to be good for the breweries. It's good for the patrons. It's a great way to just meet people and do some good things and try some great beer. So I think everybody's dying for something to do, and certainly we're looking to give you something good to do.
I guess after the last, has it been a year and a half now that we've been dealing with COVID, I think everybody's really glad to be back out. Hopefully this Delta variant stays the hell away. Doesn't cause too many problems. And we can continue with our lives.
Yes, amen.
Yeah. So, Tony, totally get off the subject. I notice you're writing now. You're not just not throwing in your pennies in your jar anymore. You're writing stuff down for people.
I'm throwing in my pennies just in written form now instead of verbally, which is still being met with jeers. That's fine. My takes aren't always the best, but they are mine.
That's right. That's exactly it. So you're writing for Flyers Nation?
Yeah, I'm writing for Flyers Nation. I got a couple articles that should be out in the next day or two about the Flyers draft and possible draft picks. But we'll see. I even got the expansion draft now in the background. I'm talking to you guys.
Nice. So that's an all online publication?
It is an online publication. I think it's the second biggest Flyers blog behind Broad Street Hockey.
Nice. So make sure you check out Tony on that one. Now, Adam, let's get back to what we were talking about with the Beer Fest. Let's talk about tickets.
Yes. So we're still doing our VIP ticket as well as our general admission ticket. So the VIP tickets are $60. The general admission is $50. For the month of July, we still have the promo code Liberty to save $10 off those ticket prices. So use that promo code, save yourself some money. VIPs get in an hour early. There's going to be a lot of small batch beers that are only coming in a sixtel, so they're going to go fast. You get early access to that. You get no lines, first access to food trucks, and all kinds of fun stuff. So definitely grab that VIP ticket. You will not be sorry. Our tasting glasses, we're sticking with the can glass style that we've been doing, and per our usual, we got our graphic design guy to do a new logo for the third year on those tasting glasses that I'm particularly crazy about. Can't wait to put that out there and show it. It's going to be a great time. So yeah, you grab those tickets on uptownpittman.com and you can find the link to get those tickets.
Okay, so did we talk the hours? What are the hours for this beer festival?
So it's going to be 12 to 1 is the VIP hour, and general admission is 1 to 5. So pretty standard beer fest hours. If you've been to the single session festivals, that's generally the time frame. So yeah, 12 to 1 is that bonus hour, and then 1 to 5 for everybody else.
Nice. So that's good. They get that extra hour to get them small batch beers. You're doing a whole thing where you're doing the best of contest again.
Yeah. So we're still going to do best of the fest. I think we're as per our usual. We're learning every year. The one thing I think we do really well is the volunteers who run this festival. Myself, Vanessa, Maureen Fitzpatrick, who you may know from the Beer Trail book. My wife Jenny, who's the treasurer of the chamber, we all kind of come together every year, and we solicit feedback. We talk to the brewers, we talk to the patrons, and we try to figure out what we didn't do right, what are we doing well, and we're learning a lot. I think there's a lot of great things. So the VIP voting, I think we're going to move to an electronic system this year via mobile device.
Right.
Rather than the tokens, it'll be a little bit easier. It'll make it a little bit better for everybody, I think. So we're really looking forward to it.
Oh, that's a good idea, doing it all electronically, everybody on their phones. And you're right, it stops you from having to count all them tokens up.
That's right. That's right.
Loves that. It's a great move, Adam.
Yeah. I think it's going to work out well for everybody. The tokens get a little crazy. People are checking in their beers on Untappd or whatever anyway, so they can go ahead and take a minute and just vote for the beers. So we'll have QR codes and whatnot all around. So it'll be fun. We're working on that system right now. But similarly, we're trying to make some changes and tweaks here and there. And I got to tell you, some of the VIP beers I've already heard about are going to be phenomenal. I think a couple of the breweries are really coming to play, really trying to win that Best of the Fest. So,
well,
if there was ever a beer fest where you buy the VIP, even though I think every those one-offs that are they doing for this, or they're really it's an absolute must purchase VIP ticket.
Hey, Tony, we're getting a little problem with your telephone there. You keep coming in and out on us.
Yeah, I can barely hear you guys, actually. When you talk, it's fine. Here, let me do this again. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yes. Yep.
All right. So I would say that if you didn't hear what I said before, that definitely buy the VIP ticket for this event, because the VIP beers that these breweries bring are either hard to get or they only make it for this, because last time they were absolute unbelievable beers. Icarus brought like a triple IPA that tasted like a session IPA. Heavy Reel had a porter that was 9.8% that went down, tasted like chocolate milk. It was unbelievable. So definitely get the VIP ticket. It's definitely worth it.
Yeah, I gotta say, Eaton Sand with their Tonnage Hound won the first year, and then Western came to play with their Peach Crumb Cake IPA, which I heard so many good things about that. That seems like a clear 4-away winner, and I think both of those guys are looking to try to repeat. So. Check out everybody. I appreciate that, Tony. I try to push those guys to bring something small and weird, and they all come through for me.
Well, the other thing too, Tony, you just mentioned two breweries that we don't get to see very often if you live in this area and you don't travel.
Right. I mean, you got to drive an hour to go to one of those places, and they're in our backyard. So Adam does a really good job all over the state that are hard to get to or that you can get in your backyard.
Right.
I like to mix it up. You know what I mean? Like, you want to get some local guys. I want to promote the hometown guys, obviously. I want to get the folks that are local, but I love bringing stuff down from North Jersey you're not going to find distributed around here, and get them to come down and showcase their stuff. And that's really my favorite part, is kind of getting everybody the exposure to the new breweries that they don't necessarily get to.
Yeah, that is a great thing, because I know last time we were there, we saw Gusto. We saw the guys from Gusto, and it's the first time I got to meet them. And and just there's just so many people that you don't normally see. Hidden Sands with their watermelon sour that they had. That was was going crazy for that beer.
Oh man.
Yeah, we're down in North Cape May quite a bit. So Zach Pashley and those guys are phenomenal, and I'm glad to say they're coming back again too. So yeah, I totally agree. Everybody's coming, and it's just good stuff.
Right. So make sure that you get your tickets, because you said for the month of July, $10 off each ticket.
Yep.
Using a promo code. What was it? Liberty?
Liberty is the promo code. Yep.
Okay. So use Liberty as your promo code. Get $10 off your VIP ticket. So you'll be spending for the VIP ticket what you're going to be spending for a regular admission ticket. Get that done, and make sure you get in there.
It's a no-brainer. I mean, if you're gonna get into a VIP ticket and have 5 hours of enjoyment with a lot of local brews and short lines for $50, I don't know how you do it. So it's a good time.
Right. You can drink $10 an hour.
And you can spread it out over another hour, unlike I did.
Right.
Very important. Also, hydrate, everybody. Lots of water. Yes. It's going to be the hottest day of the year, guaranteed.
Of course.
Yeah, it tends to be, which is why we named it that. So it's right there in the name. You can expect it to be hot. We continue to have the plan is to have water available again. We want folks to hydrate. We don't want you to have to worry about buying it. We'll have water stations around, and please take advantage of those and drink as much water as you can. Right.
Beer is not hydrating as much as you might. Is the main ingredient in beer. It's still not hydrating.
Yeah,
I don't know if there's any science that backs that up.
Yeah, I have friends that would disagree with that statement. They hydrate with beer. So, but then again, the beer they drink is kind of like water anyway. So,
yeah, I don't know. What is it? Flying Fish's Salton Sea is it's got electrolytes in it, so that's kind of like hydrating.
Well, listen, don't get me started with that because that's my beer of choice when I go down to the campground, and I crush them down there because they're my favorite right now.
Yeah, they're very good.
Yeah, it's so easy to drink. So I can't show my favoritism here, but I'm telling you right now, if anybody's making a beer like that, let me know because that's what I'm spending in that beer. I could be spending at other places too.
There you go.
Yeah. So they can get your tickets at, you said Uptown Pittman, right?
Yeah, uptownpittman.com. You can also go directly to beerfest.com. That's the organizer. We have our tickets going through. So either one of those two sites, you just look up Summer Swelter and you'll find us and you'll be able to grab those tickets.
Okay. So, Adam, any last things? We're going to wrap this up. So anything else you have to want to tell us about?
Yeah, I mean, check us out on social media at Swelter Beer on all the major platforms: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Definitely check us out there. We're sharing content. We're kind of putting stuff up there. We're going to be making some big announcements over the next, couple weeks. We're about a month away. You guys got me right in the beginning here of the crunch. We're looking forward to starting to announce our food trucks and doing our music. We have indoor and outdoor live music this year, which is a first. We got a local guy who lives in town to do the indoor music. So I'm super excited about that. It's going to be a good time. And like I said, always feel free to reach out, hit us up on the social media. You figure where I am and contact me. I'm happy to talk to anybody about the beer fest itself, the beer, take suggestions, anything you got.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, you get going with the videos on social media. I don't think I've seen them yet this year, but you do a good job with it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's been a little crazy. Like I said, I was on vacation last week, and with COVID, it's been hard to get to certain places. But I definitely plan on getting out to the breweries and doing crunch time over the next month and hitting up some of the new guys and some of the old favorites. So,
are you going to do some dance routines like you did last year?
I'm sorry?
You going to do some dance routines?
The dance routines are over with. Thankfully, that was not on the Swelter pages. Otherwise, we may have lost customers.
You did so well, though.
Yeah, you developed over time, Adam.
This is true. We did start to get better as we went along. But yeah, for those who aren't funny, we did a 90 days in a row of TikTok dances with my daughters to kind of pass the time during lockdown, and it was a lot of fun, and we had a good time with it. It's fun stuff. Maybe we'll pick a couple and share those out.
There you go. So, Adam, I want to thank you for your time. Tony, I want to thank you for your time. It was great talking to you guys, and make sure you stop at Summer Swelter, get your tickets. Don't miss this beer festival. I'm going to tell you, you're a fool if you miss it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Rob, so much for having me on. It's a pleasure talking to you as always.
All right, you're welcome. All right, cheers, guys.
Right, cheers.
The Jersey Beer Guys
and the Girl
is hosted by Rob Talley
and Amy Diamond,
along with Eric Bracken and Ian Talley. It's produced and edited by Richard Raving.
You can find us on Twitter and Facebook at Jersey Beer Guys 1 or Instagram at Jersey Beer Guys.
Thanks for listening, and remember, try something Jersey.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.